Hello, my dear friends from around the world. I am Olguita Torrens, and if you want to improve your conversational English skills, stay tuned. By popular demand, today we continue with a second video about the use of the verbs do, does, and did. I have received many messages talking about the use of these three verbs. So today we're going to talk about questions. When do you use do, does, or did when you are asking questions? Okay? So in Spanish, let me give you a brief example. In Spanish, I say an affirmative sentence. I say, yo tengo una libreta. Like this one. My favorite notebook. Yo tengo una libreta. And if I want to ask a question, I say, yo tengo una libreta. It's like the same words, same order, just the intonation is different. But in English, we need to add a verb before the sentence to make it a question. So for example, if I say, yo tengo una libreta, I have a notebook. If I want to change it to a question, I need to add the verb do at the beginning of the sentence and keep exactly the same sentence. This is really easy. You keep the exact sentence. You just need to add do or does depending the pronoun or the noun. For example, if I say, yo tengo una libreta, I have a notebook, I need to ask, do I have a notebook? That's it. You just need to add do at the beginning if it's in present. In the case of the past, I have to say I had a notebook, yo tenía una libreta. Then I need to add did if I'm changing it to a question. Did I have a notebook? Remember, you need to keep the verb in present. The main verb stays in present. When you add did, we already know it already happened. So we need to keep the main verb in present. Let's do another example. You play the piano. Tú tocas el piano. If I want to change that sentence, tú tocas el piano, into a question, we add, do you play the piano? It's the exact sentence, we just added do at the beginning. And if it's in the past, you played the piano and you want to change it into a question, then you say, did you play the piano? Remember, the main verb stays in present, okay? Because did already tells me it already happened. Another example, she studies Italian. Like me, I study Italian. I love Italian. Okay, so ella estudia italiano. She studies, remember, for he, she, it, the main verb always ends with S. She studies Italian. So if I want to ask a question, ella estudia italiano, you have to say does. Remember, does is for he, she, it. Does she study Italian? The main verb stays in the basic form. It loses the S, okay? So you say, does she study, with Y at the end, Italian? Let's do another one. We dance together. I love dancing. We dance together. Nosotros bailamos juntos. So if you want to ask a question, you need to say, do we dance together? Nosotros bailamos juntos. Remember that. You just need to add do. For I, you, we, and they, we use do. Remember that. The only exception is he, she, it when we use does, D-O-E-S, okay? So if you are saying we danced together in the past and you want to change it into a question, you have to say, did we dance, the verb stays in present, together. And one last example. They work on a project. Ellos trabajan en un proyecto. How do you change it into a question? Well, you just need to add do. Do they work on a project? Easy. And if it's in the past, they worked on a project, then you say, did they work, the main verb stays in present, remember that, on a project. And remember, did is used for all pronouns, all pronouns. In present, we use do for I, you, we, they, and in the present, we use does for he, she, it. So remember that. Well, all of this and much more will be available on my online course. I hope you like it. I hope you check it out because it has a lot of great information and we are reviewing lots of things that we use in our daily conversation. So I hope you enjoy it. So I wish you a wonderful day and I encourage you to keep practicing and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.